if you think that the lusts of earth are difficult to let go of, realize that all the lusts stem from the lusts of the netters or the ethers, the heavens. The lusts of those levels are what caused you to fall into physical form. Because that's really all it is. It's just you becoming more and more dense. The more you give into earthly lust, the more dense you become. If you have a kid, the kid is this fragment of you that is now denser. If they have a kid, it's denser and denser, and then they keep having kids because, again, spirit is, there's no separation between soul and body or whatever. So spirit is just, the body is spirit moving at a slower rate of vibration. So that's what you just got to realize. So all the lusts are coming from deeper lusts, from the darkness, really, because everything starts in germination. So, a lot of it is false self-worship, just that's with the mirrors and all that, the cameras and all that stuff. It's just a false self-worship, and just worship in general is it's just insecure. You got to realize that, like, if you are insecure, if you feel like your God is insecure enough to need worship, like God would create a mortal so it could worship itself. That is insecurity. That just stems from, again, it's always stemming from you. It's always coming from you and the own insecurities within you. And everything is pretty much just, we're going through this paradox of life, experiencing ourselves externally, but at the same time internally. So when you graduate, I shouldn't say graduate, but when you switch echelons to resolving the issues in the netters or the ethers, the heavens, there probably won't be people around you. You'll probably be alone. Your environment, your habitat, again, habitat, where you feed habits at. If your habitat is void of people, other people, and you're outwardly looking and not looking at your body, and you're just looking at, again, the world itself is the same everywhere because you're perceiving it from a human body. Even if you went to heaven or hell, you'd have to perceive it through something or with something, right? So Earth itself is the body. We're perceiving the body. It's simple, right? So, parts of the body you don't touch all the time, or they're designed to be touched by specific parts of the body, not the whole body. So some places on Earth you visit, some places on Earth you stay long. That's just how it is. So when it comes to unraveling the lust that brought you into this dense physical form, I'm not trying to say that there's a here or there or this or that. I'm saying that you're in all layers at all times, or all layers, however you want to look at it. You're in all dimensions at all moments in every breath. So as you unravel that, the lust, it's going to come more and more internal. There won't be a crowd around you. There will be less. Because again, the more silence speaks, everything else is just talking. So the less less is more, of course, and more is less. So if you have an environment that you're in totally alone, totally all one, then you can begin to delve into the depths of those lusts. Because if we talk about the hierarchy of sex is going to come from, let's call it the astral level, whatever makes you more comfortable. Say like sex comes from the astral level. You're a slut in the astral level first. You're a whore there first. And then you fall from there and you become more of a denser whore. And it's all whoring yourself in every way. I mean, every job is prostitution. All the food they were eating is for entertainment. So that is raping ourselves. Again, that is us enslaving the rest of our organs for the sake of the tongue. So that's what you got to realize, is that as you unravel this, you will just see more and more within yourself and see everything as yourself. And then speaking out loud, it will really seem excessive, because honestly, we should just be making music. Just make music, then you won't have the pent up emotion. You won't feel the need to just chit chat and all that. And we all just make music, exchange. We are music personified anyway. We're all vibration. So as it unravels, you see the depths of it. You see like, oh wow, in my dreams I'm a whore. And all these other these other layers, that's the real creation layers that we react to here. Creation and reaction, same letters, of course. This is 101 here, the paradox 101. So you go into that state of being in all layers at one time, and then you can see just how much of a slut you've been, really. And you can see that a lot of the people that say they love you really hate you, and they're trying to convince themselves that they love you by saying it externally. Because again, words are spells. You got to realize that people are writing things to be read and saying things to be heard. So it's not, the intention is there, whether it's ignorant or not. And when it comes to conscious relationships, two conscious people will not coexist for a long time in a close proximity. Proximity, of course, is an illusion. There is no separation. And that's what the conscious people know. So they know they're never separate. But to be together, to be that close to someone, it robs you of your individuality. You can only do it for periods of time. And again, that's why most polygamists don't sleep in the same bed. You know, you sleep separately in different quarters. So even in that situation, you have to have a sense of distance to create. Because again, you created the body to interface with yourself. Because if there wasn't this illusion of separation, everything would be void. So when you have a conscious relationship, you won't be together very long. You just enjoy that moment that you are sharing air. And you always have, I guess, you know, all the other layers of life to experience that, to do whatever you want for all eternity with those things, like the movie Inception or whatever. And if it's two different levels of consciousness, you'll bring the person up, they'll start thinking for themselves, and then they won't want to be with you. Or they'll stay ignorant, and then you won't want to be with them. So again, it's about this insecurity of wanting to be worshipped. And yeah, you got to understand that. You got to understand that, because to understand something is to hold it, to get up under it and hold it. And it's a lot more effort to hold on to stuff that isn't complimentary, that is offensive. It's a lot more effort to hold on than to let go. You know, people be like, you got to give something to get something. Giving up is how you quit and win at the same time. ROYALT512 at yahoo.com. Jesus Christ 19 on IG. RBud Vegan for the books in ebook format on Amazon. And just check that out, man. ROYALT512 at yahoo.com.